Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a review about Apple Vision Pro 2nd generation. I have this device for almost 3 months now. So the Vision Pro is not just a headset, it's a commitment. I've lived with it for 3 months, and while the first impressions were breathtaking, the real question starts now. Is this a daily driver or $3,500 gadget that collects dust? I'm covering the good, the bad, and what it's really like to wear it for hours. I already used this device for watching movies, TV shows, and stuff like that, but one of my favorite things is to use it for productivity. Okay, so let's see. The biggest problem with this device after using it for 3 months I see is the weight. The weight is, I think, too much. Everyone was thinking that the 2nd generation of this device will be a little bit lighter, but it was completely opposite. This device is about a couple hundred grams heavier than 1st generation. That's primarily because of this band, which does have some magnets or weights in the back to be able to keep the weight in the back here so you don't feel all that weight in the front, which is smart idea, but it's still, they could do something differently to make this device lighter. Battery life, I think it's okay-ish. Like they said, 2.5 hours. You probably can get 2.5 hours from it, but doesn't really matter because you don't put this headset on your head and walk around the house. So usually what you will do is just sit in one spot and experience from that spot. So what's nice, it can be plugged in, as you can see, so you can just plug it into the wall and charge it at the same time while you are experiencing whatever you do here. I personally haven't had any terrible headaches, but I noticed after a while of using, my eyes get so dry, so it's kind of forcing you to remove it and rest your eyes for a bit. I will try to split this review in couple sections. So the next one would be productivity and workflow. My number one favorite productivity app is that Mac virtual display, and I will try to put on the screen to see how that looks like. So as soon as you put this headset on, and if you have a MacBook, I will try to screen record my view, whatever I see here, and I'll put in this video. Okay, what I want to show you now is how to use that Mac virtual display. So how that works, see this laptop here? So through my view, I have as soon as I look at my laptop, I have a connect button on top of the screen. So I just look at that, select it, and after a couple seconds, like that screen turns off, and basically I get a virtual display in front of me. And now I can use my mouse, as you can see, use the keyboard, use whatever I want. And what's even more interesting, so this is, I think, the standard. I have that menu on top here. Yeah, that's the standard. So if I click on wide, what that does is just gonna make my screen wider. So as you can see, my personal screen here, I think it's 39-inch curved display, but the wide screen in virtual display is even bigger than that. If that's not enough, like I can make it smaller, but it's gonna stay wide all the time, or I can make it even bigger. But what's even more impressive, if that's still not enough, I can go and click on ultra wide, and what that does it's just gonna make the screen ultra wide. And I can of course make it bigger. So you tell me now, how big is this display? And it's super clear and bright, super responsive. And that's Mac Virtual Display. So definitely my favorite one is for productivity and workflow is that Mac Virtual Display. I think that's super nice. If you travel somewhere, you can just carry your Vision Pro and use Vision Pro as a secondary display. Another one is multitasking. So for example, beside that main virtual display, you can still open Safari, music, any other app that you have in your Vision Pro, and basically you can use all those apps at the same time. For input and typing, as I mentioned before, you can even use keyboard and mouse without using that virtual Mac display, and sometimes it's easier when you try to type something, it's easier to use that external Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and it does work pretty good. Okay, next up is entertainment and impression. Entertainment is, I think, one of the most powerful things on Apple Vision Pro. Like, if you have a chance to go and test this device anywhere in Apple Store, I would highly recommend, because there is no word that can explain that feeling when you use it. I was comparing it in my brain with like cinema experience, but I think this is better than going to cinema. That crispy display in front of you, when I go to cinema, I don't really see the big screen that clear in front of me like I see it through Vision Pro. 3D movies, yes, you can still watch 3D movies same as you are watching them in cinema, but you don't need those 3D glasses because Apple Vision is doing everything inside those displays. Another one is Apple recently started to stream NBA immersive games, and that was mind-blowing. I think I recorded after I watched the first game, and I'll try to put some clips. The bad thing is I can't show you, I'll see if I can find something, but I can't show you any live streams from the game because it's copyrighted. But imagine you go to watch a live NBA game and you sit in that first row on the field. Those seats cost thousands and thousands of dollars to sit in that first row. And what's nice about it, they have I think 5 or 6 cameras around the arena, and every single time something happens on one side of the court or other, the camera is switching, and you really get that impression that you are right live at the game. So that's my probably most impressive app for Apple Vision. And on top of that, you don't have to pay for watching those games because Apple did some collaboration with NBA. And for now you can only watch Lakers games, but probably in the future you will be able to watch all of them. And there are some rumors that you will be able to watch even Formula Ones, which I can't wait. The next one is control and apps. The control system is genuinely reliable. Like, it's pretty interesting how Apple did this. Probably most of you already know because this is the 2nd generation already, but that eye tracking that you have, it's pretty impressive. So again, it's really hard to explain, but you get that menu with icons in front of you, and you just need to look at the icon or app you want to open and just pinch with your finger, and that's how you select and control everything in Apple Vision. Apps on App Store, I would say there are not that many, but more and more I can see, like every single time I go to App Store, I found a new app, which is good. And I think developers should focus more on on this device and try to make more apps for it. What I don't like, probably 90% of the apps are now with subscription. Like, you don't really have apps that they don't have subscription, and that's a bad thing because you have to pay subscription for most of the apps. Please tell me in the comments if you want me to make more videos about different apps. I can show you how they look like and maybe give you a demo or something. Many of you don't know that I was playing table tennis before, and that's one of my favorite sports. So there is a free table tennis app for Vision Pro, and it's super nice. Like, I will try to show you some examples here, but it's super realistic, and the only bad side of that app is that you can't use your table tennis paddle to play with it in the game. Like, you can hold it, but it's not gonna track it 100%. Hopefully they will update that in the future, and that will improve the game so much better. Okay, with that, we are getting to the end of my review, and I have some final thoughts about this. I prepared here top 3 cons and pros for this device. So my first con one is the weight. I think the weight can be improved. I don't really think we need a glass in front, because that makes this device heavier than it should. Of course, another one, the most bad one is the price of this device. I think if the price would be lower, many people would buy this device even more, and that would probably change the whole direction of Vision Pro, because many people would start using it, and developers would make more apps for it. And number 3 is, again, App Store. We need more apps for this device, and hopefully in the future this will change. Okay, and let's switch to the best top 3 and my favorite things on Apple Vision Pro are those displays. Like, it's super realistic and super clean. My brain still doesn't, after 3 months of using it, every single time I use this headset, I'm super surprised how everything is so clear, and like, I feel like I live in 2050, really. So number 1 is those screens inside. Number 2 is immersive videos. That's really revolutionary content. Apple is still making, from time to time they release different immersive movies, and it's super spectacular to watch them. And number 3 is productivity. I just love using Apple Vision Pro with that Mac virtual display, and I'm super impressed with that. When you need 0 distractions, just put your Apple Vision on and you can disconnect from reality. So my final thoughts, I think if you are that person that loves technology and you have some money to burn, this device is incredible for you. Is it for average person right now till the price drops? I wouldn't say, but again, I would highly recommend to go and try it. I went to Apple Store, tried it once, and I was debating for months, should I buy it or not. I bought it, and I still don't feel bad that I have it. So I think we got to the end of my review. I hope you like it, and please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, and thanks for watching, and talk to you in the next one. Bye.